Hello, namaste, and welcome, my cyber warriors. This side is Meena, and today I am going to discuss with you data governance. Data governance is a very complex concept, and I am going to try to break it down into simple terms, trying to make you understand about this. So, bear with me and try to understand this very complex concept, and it's very, very important. Before going to discuss the data governance, let me discuss something about data. What exactly is the data? Data is a collection of raw, unorganized facts, figures, observations, symbols, or statistics. So when we have something, but it's not organized, we know something. That's what the data. Like if you see 150 individual in standing on the isolation, not making any sense. What does it mean? Okay, brown or the picture of a dog, it's not making any sense if these are individuals, because we these are in raw form, we haven't processed it. So what other type of form of the data can be? Like numbers, uh, sales figures, temperatures, customer is, or we may have the customer reviews, emails, social media posts, or say images or videos. It can be security camera footage, product footage, or say marketing videos, customer service calls, voice commands, temperature, humidity, pressures, or GPS coordinates. These are, until unless we haven't organized them, it's like nothing, they are not conveying anything. Yeah. So when we organize them, we collect the facts and figures, we organize them, arrange in a specific way, process them, analyze them, and then it transform into information, because now it is going to give the context to what the data is saying about, what is having the meaning in it, how it is going to help us say thinking, debating, decision making. Okay, suppose you have collected the data, say about customer behavior. Now your company can take the advantage of this data when you will process it. Okay, these are the type of customers purchasing this type of product at this specific season or at time, or this is the age group people are purchasing these type of products. So it's now you collected the number of things and organize them, then it can help the organization to take the certain decision, because now context is available for the data, then it converted into information. So okay, your company is having a lot many data, and most of the organizations around the world agreed upon this thing. Yes, data is the strategic assets for them, and it is going to help them taking the strategic decisions. So once a company is having the properly managed data with them, it is going to help the organization in a big way. Okay, so it is the blood for the organization. So how it is going to help any organization, and why we are talking about too much about data, why people are bothering about data, and how it is going to help an organization. So it is going to help informed decision making. Now you collected the data, you processed them, you organized them. Now you have something solid on the ground, you can take the decision. Okay, so it can help you. Another thing is enhance customer understanding. Bit by bit you collected in customers information. Okay, now you understand customer behavior, what they are doing, what their personality is, what there is, how they are moving, what decision they are taking. So you have the complete understanding of your customers. Now you can take better steps to making better products and making good organizing good customer care. Okay, you can do something for them so that they can happy and can stay for long, can purchase one product after another. Okay, another thing is optimize operations and efficiency. Once you understand the data in a proper way, your organization can arrange the resources in a better way, efficiency can be enhanced, resource allocation can be better. Okay, another thing is strategic marketing and sales. Your company can decide it what product, when and how they need to launch, what are the campaigning they need to start. So all these things they can decide. Innovation and product development, definitely when they are having the proper data, they can analyze, okay, what type of new product they can launch, what are the gaps we have, so that we can fill and can bring the better product in the market. Okay, more informed R&D you can. Another thing is risk management and security. Now you understand each and every threat. So what are the threats are possible to our organization. Okay, how to do it, what are the compliance requirement for, as per our organization working or the assets we have, how to fulfill it so that we can protect our organization from the cyber attacks, or if a company will not comply with the standard, then definitely there will be huge penalty on organization. So all these things is going to help your organization. Then the performance measurement and accountability. You now having the huge amount of data in a structured way, so that you can understand, yes, these are the key points which can help us better to enhance our company's profitability. Okay, so doing these key things can bring more business, more results, so you are going to focus on that. So now I hope you understood why data is important for an organization, why organizations are spending huge amount of money to secure their data, and why hackers are after with after the data, why they want to steal it. Okay, so now we understand, yes, this is the data, why it's important for the, and what the heck this governance is. Although we understand it, the governance, what exactly is the governance, every organization is having the governance, every country, society, whatever it is, without certain rule regulation they are not moving forward. So that means if you realize it or you don't realize it, governance is there. If there is a poor governance, things are not working properly. So what governance is? Governance is its broadest sense, refers to system by which organizations, entities, or even societies are directed, controlled, and held accountable. Okay, so this is not one thing, this is a complete system where like who are the governing body. There are the systematic hierarchical process of doing the things, and when they are taking the decision, they understand, yes, who are in our say, or in the context, let's narrow it down in the context of the organization. When there is an organization, definitely they have certain objective, and to achieve that objective they need people, they need resources. So how to manage all these things in a proper way to achieve the certain objectives? Lot many things need to be at that right place, so that target, whatever settle it down, that should be achieved. Okay, so it is going to help the whatever the rules make, what are the processes, what structures to guide, yes, this is the objective we have, we need to move in the certain direction, this is the way rules have been defined, follow those ones so that we will be able to achieve our objectives. It's like steering wheel, navigation for something, navigation for the ship, for example. So the whole system is there, and in which direction it is going to and how that is going to, it is done with the help of the governance. Without governance, people will do by their own. They will moving randomly here and they are doing random activities, and objective will not be achieved. So governance is very important. Let's come back to our main topic and trying to understand what is data governance. As you can see, there is a diagram like a data development, database operations management, lot many things in the data governance. Let me make it more simple so that you can understand it well. Data governance is a critical component of overall organizational governance, specifically focusing on the management of data assets. What does it mean? Data is not only for a specific department. It is not going to help only the specific department. When we are saying in the context of say organization, data is going to help the whole organization to move in a certain direction. So although we are focusing in the context of how to handle, how to manage the data as an asset, how to properly use it, but it is going to direct the whole organization in the certain direction. That's why it is not for the specific department, it is for the whole organization. And it is a comprehensive system of processes, roles, policies, standards, and metrics that ensures data is managed effectively throughout its entire life cycle. What does it mean? Entire life cycle. So let's take an example of suppose you want to open an account in a bank. Suppose you shifted in a new city, and you want to start your bank account in a certain bank. Okay, you went to that bank and requested for to open your bank account. So they gave you certain form, you filled it, and you submitted the document required for the bank account to be open, and you filled all these details. Then they will collect that form from you, your documents, and then it is going to start a process. Each and every requirement will go certain systems, certain people will handle it. Okay, they will take the money and deposit in your account, and this money will reflect on your account. Online account will be created for you so that you can see your bank account details. They will give you credit card or ATM card, so you can take money from any ATM or make the online transactions. Things look very simple and obvious, as you know, but things are not that simple what it looks. Behind the scene, there are lot many things are happening. People are doing systematic things. Now another person who came to bank and wants to open the bank account, there will be same process for the new person. There will no change in the process. And how they are going to do it, because certain processes, rules, roles are defined. This is the person is going to perform this task this way, how it is going to handle the all these details, all the data they collected from you. Okay, so the bank employees, say suppose bank manager, he is having the whole the right to see any data in the bank and can make some changes. Can he change your account, say suppose you have 10,000 in your account, and now he want to transfer say $500 from your account to his account. Can he do it? No, he can't do it, because there will not be the transparency. There are certain rules are defined. You, this specific person is having right on the specific information, whatever the roles they have, whatever the policies has been defined, they need to work as per this, because there is governance, how to handle the data, okay, what role is assigned to specific job throughout their life cycle. Suppose now you want to close your account, you again went to the bank. Now you need to, yes, you need to request something, you need to fulfill some form, or you, whatever the formalities they have predefined, you have to follow those formalities, and then your bank account will be discontinued from that bank. There are certain rules, regulations are there. So throughout their life cycle, whatever the data is there, who is going to handle, how they are going to handle, everything defined, predefined, clear. Now this think of it as rules of the road. For all data an organization collect, stores, use, eventually dispose of, as I have given you the example. So lot many things involved in the data governance. It is not a simple term, data governance. Behind the scene many things are happening, clear. And what is its primary goal is to ensure that data is secure, private, accurate, consistent, available and usable for decision making and business operations. So whatever the data is there, for their customers data, for their product data, whatever it is, it should be secure from any kind of unauthorized access. So who are the person having access right on the data, they should only get it, okay. So what is, it's secure. And who is having a right to make change into it, and the right changes, they are able to change it, okay. When they need to use it, get access, clear. And when they need to dispose it, there will be certain possible certain uh, policies for how they are going to dispose it, whatever the way, it should not be recoverable, how long they need to keep the records, whatever it is. There are completely systematic process for each and every specific job, clear. So this is what about data governance. So data needs to be governed, as it has neither will nor intent of its own. Tools and people shape the data and tells where to go. Data in itself is not doing anything. Who are handling the data? People are handling the data with the help of the tools, with the help of the technologies, and then telling where to go, and then people use this data to do something, okay. So data governance is not about related to data, it's governing the people and technologies, because people and technologies are using the data, clear. If you see this diagram, so data governance framework, you can see here there is a strategies, organization, processes and standards. There are key figures, monitoring, technology, solutions, communications, because all these things need to handle the data, okay. Where does the data come from, okay, how they collected the data, okay, graphical presentation of that can be possible. Who is responsible for data? Now they collected, like I have given the example of the bank account you wanted to open. So after uh, whatever the information you are providing, you are responsible for that. And after taking that form, who are the responsible person to make the entry in the systems? specific roles are assigned. Okay, so who is responsible for the data, and how is the data processed and calculated? Then what are the systems where you are going to store it, how you are going to process it, what processes it need to follow through, you need to define it. And then in which business processes is data processed and used. Suppose your bank details need to identify you are eligible for, say, some loan, or some certain credit amount be allocated to you. So business need this type of data, and how, which system, which person they are going to access it, you will that is required. So in which system is the data stored, whether data stored in tapes, on data center, whether it be on premises, whether it can be on cloud, on in another countries, what are the rule regulation applicable for it, how to comply with all these things. Each and everything need to be noted it down, otherwise data framework will not be complete. And who use the data and where. So when data processed, stored on the devices, then definitely there are a number of people need to use it, because they need to take some business decision, they need to analyze it, they need to create reports. So all these requirements are there. Then what are the key aspects and components of data governance? Data governance isn't just about a technology. So we cannot say, okay, this is the certain system processing it and storing somewhere. No, it is not about the technology. It is about strategic discipline that encompasses people, processes, and technology, collectively clubbing together all these things to handle the data, governing the data. Okay, so when we are saying there can be different people for that, different roles for that. There can be data owners, data stewards, data governance council officer. There, it's depend upon the organization to organization. There can be more roles uh, assigned to the people for handling the data. Okay, there are certain policies and standards. Without policies and standard, data security, data consistency cannot, data transparency cannot be maintained. So policies had to be written. Yes, this, if this is the data, how we are going to handle it. So data quality standards, security policies, privacy policies, retention and disposal policies, what are the definition standards. So whatever the data has been collecting, what does it mean? It means should be clear cut defined, so that throughout the organization who are accessing the data, it must be the same meaning for everyone. Okay, so data access policy, who can access what, in what form they can access, how they can access policies should be defined for that. Another thing is processes and procedures. Okay, policies has been defined, standard has been defined. Now what are the processes, what are the procedure, what were the step by step way they can access, use, change the data. Okay, what are the collection, how they are going to access it, where stores, all these things, monitoring, if some changes need to be done, how they are going to make the changes, all these things. And then comes the technology, means enabler. uh, all these things has been defined. Now how to do it, where to store it, in which way collect the data, how to process it, what graphs need, where uh, when data need to be processed, it should be secure enough, whether the data staying on the organization, transporting from one system to another system. Okay, so data must be secure at rest, at transition, um, whatever the phase of it, it should be secure. So now comes the technology, how to handle the data. It can be data catalogs, quality tools, security awareness, security access control tools, master data management, and say data lineage tools. So there are number of components comes in the data governance. That's why I was telling you it's not a small topic, it's a complex topic for you. So why data governance is so important? Yes, we understood data is very important for the organization. There are number of things we can do or companies can achieve with the help of data. Okay, so when any organization properly defining, yes, this the data governance framework we are going to implement for our organization, then how it is going to help the organization? First of all, it's a improve data quality and trust. Once you have each and everything in place, then there will be less of the chance there will be error. Okay, so the quality, whatever the data is, it should be, it will be in the state, because each and everything has been defined in place. You have to follow all these things. So trust matters also improve here. Regulatory compliance, as per your company's type of data they are having, you need to comply regulatory. Different countries passes different uh, laws for that, and if that is applicable to your country, state, whatever it is, to your industry, you have it's better to comply with it. Otherwise uh, there will be penalty on you, and there will be the more chances of uh, data breaches. Clear? And enhance data security and risk mitigation, better decision you can take. You will be able to use the resources in an efficient way, so the operational efficiency and the cost reduction will be there. Increase data literacy and collaboration. People now understand, yes, how important is data, what does it mean. They know properly about the data, and they will collectively work on it. And support innovation and analytics, accountability and ownership. Clear cut role has been decided, so which people is having what role, and if data they are handling, whatever the changes they are making, later they can't say, oh, I didn't do it. Okay, you had the right for on this data, and something if has been changed, that means you are accountable for it. So the ownership, they should be take the ownership of it. They cannot deny on it. And competitive advantage, better you will handle the data, it will give you the better result as per the competitor uh, who are not handling their data well. Okay, so there are different laws passed by different countries to uh, handle the data in a proper way, in a protected way, so that people can be sure about, yes, their data handled very well. So it's depend upon in which country you are, what are the rules, what are the laws are there. So comply, you have to comply with those rules. Certain um, countries not allowed to take their data outside of their countries. So if companies need to give services to the citizens of that country, they need to establish their data center uh, and only in that that particular country. They cannot take their data, their citizens data outside of the country. So there are certain rules and regulations where the organization need to comply with, otherwise there will be penalty on it, and more bad consequences will be there. Okay, I hope you understood all this. I know this is complex, but I tried to make it simple for you. Okay, if you need more resources related to cybersecurity, if you want to enhance your knowledge, then I have a collection of resources where you can go and have access on it. On luminisindia.com there is a knowledge center where you can go and have access on the wonderful articles have written by me, and go and have have access on it. If you want to make a career in cyber security field, as you know, cyber security is a very big and fantastic field. There are a lot many opportunities are there. So if you want to make your career in the cyber security, you can register yourself in it, and I will get back to you. There is another resource for the command guide. Okay, so you can also get it. If you want to enhance your networking skill, I'm going to help you, looking forward to help you. So register here and get access on it. For enhancing the security of your network, you can also get the PPT of CCNA security. Go and grab it. I hope you understood data governance and look closely what the data governance is framework is applicable in your organization, and when you go around, try to see it how the organizations are handling the data. So see you in the next session. Namaste.